reset when I said mission. I never wanted to do anything abusive or rough or something that I would have not thought about that I didn't like. But anyway, I went out somewhere and I came up with a solution. And Mom started calling me man of the hour just to piss me off. She knew I was a girl. She always knew I was a girl. I mean, when I used to go out sometimes, they dressed me up like a girl and send me out. Pretty funny, you know? Back then I was what? How old was I? It was in my teens. I think I was 19 when I went to court. And they gave me the Saratoga Project. I could have been 17. I could have been underage. I don't know. But they would dress me up like a teenager. I think they even sent me to school a couple times just to get information from people, which was kind of fun. But I liked going back to high school after graduating. I really don't care if I want to do stuff. I think I was in one class for about 3 months, and one of the guys figured out I was a narc, and then they figured out who and what I was because they all started digging for information. And the kids got it. The teacher didn't do anything. She said, "Why are you here?" I said, "To get information." "So you are," I said, I'm federal marshal. "How did you get to be so young?" So I told her my story. She said, "Wow." That was pretty funny. I remember that. I remember sitting there telling her, I said, "I could leave if you guys want. I could come back, but I'm having too much fun in this class with you guys. You guys are great." And honestly, I'm not going to tell them anything. I would say I didn't find out anything. What I found out, I found out your parents are kind of in trouble, but I'll never file a report. So she started laughing. She goes, "What kind of money do you make doing that?" "I'm a volunteer." What happened? I rode my motorcycle through the base. So, I mean, Dad used to use me on all kinds of stuff. It was just kind of funny the way everything happened, and I ended up here. Sorry. I don't want to remember this stuff. I don't want to remember my dad at all. I don't want to remember the fact that I'm a royal brat. I don't want to remember the fact that Donald's my cousin. Probably Joe is too. I don't know, maybe not Joe. I don't know about him. This is just one of the hardest things I've ever gone through. Find out I'm the last one. So I'm going to talk to the bank today. Randy's off tomorrow, so we're going to do laundry. So I got all the clothes I'm going to wash and everything else. I got all the dirty laundry stuff. I cleaned off the cabinet, which was really easy. Put a nice blanket on there for the cats. It's probably going to be too cold for them. I don't think they're going to be sleeping up here. Well, maybe they will because there's little heaters here. I'm just sitting here kicking back. I want another chicken. I think I'm going to go to Greg and get another chicken for dinner tonight. Cats are a little bunch of investigators. They like to sniff everything. Come here, Spook. How did they get to name him Spook? He went outside. Okay. I'll let you guys outside. But I run these videos and I start remembering stuff and everything, and I get a little bit upset about things. Especially when it comes to Dad. The rest of the stuff's not too bad. But, yeah, I wouldn't have known what I know if I didn't do all that stuff. Come on, kid. Come on. Go on. You want out? My favorite little kitty. That's my favorite little kitty. Blackie's getting big. Blackie's going to be as big as his mom. That's what I'm thinking. So anyway, all that happened and everything, and we're here with Randy. I'm not stuck by any means. I can leave. I can just go down to the bus station. First thing I do is I'd probably go to Lori's house. Not that I want to be with her or anything, but I just like to see her again. She's like, I don't know. David was, when I first got put on the ship, David was the captain. It was his ship. And we were on it, and I got in. He said, well, you have to go out here and investigate this. I said, I don't even know what to do. He said, just go up there and start taking pictures, start finding information, start looking for people, dead bodies, and everything else. I said, ooh, gross. Well, get used to it. You got 5 years. I did 14. And David was actually one of my best friends. I mean, if I had a problem or something, trust me, there were many times I've gone on those things and got on them ships and started throwing up. I found a crash site that people, when they end up dead like that, after millions of years or thousands of years, they crystallize. When they crystallize, there are these beautiful colors. And these guys were 6, 7 feet. They were tall, maybe even 8 feet. And I called Lori, and I told her, I said, I found a crash site. She said, okay, call NASA. So I called NASA, and I talked to them. That's when NASA said I could come back as a trainee if I wanted to. I said, no, if I go back to work, I'm going to come back as a captain. I'm not going to let you demote me to a trainee, and no, I don't want to go to work for NASA. Oh, Glenn's going live again. Glenn Koski. So, enough of that stuff. But anyway, yeah, it all happened. I mean, tell everybody where you can find the information. Me and Princess Diana Heller have a trust together. It's Diana Spencer and Stephen Paltrow. I have one by myself. I'm worth an insane amount of money. I think it's $442 trillion total. My trust is only $1,445. Is what I figured out. But I think everything together was that. And I think if I go into the Department of Treasury and want a loan, I could probably pull out a couple million right away. But I want to get a loan to the bank first, my bank. I want to use it to build up my credit. Anyway, I'm sitting here in a trailer, 1981 Lindy rundown trailer with my husband. 95% of the time, or 99% of the time, I'm happier and safe. I don't have to protect anybody. I don't have to protect anything. I tell my stories to get it off my chest because I don't want to remember it anymore. And we have this. We've got these plants. That's an aloe verde plant that I cut the bottom of it off to make it smaller to fit the pole. The other one is one of these plants. I forget what it's called, but it's sprouted in a plant over there. We have a little oh, you're gonna have to see this. Orca is what it's called. And everything's been here for 3 years. Randy likes these little love signs. He puts them everywhere. He's kind of weird that way. But we have those, and I think they're pretty cool. So anyway, this is stuff about Randy I probably shouldn't say, but I'm going to say anyway. Randy's like my best girlfriend. He's like, everybody is born with estrogen and testosterone. And not everybody has the same amounts of stuff. Some have more estrogen, some have more testosterone. Randy is like my best girlfriend. No, my big strong man turned out to be a wimp. He gets upset. He just cries and cries and cries and cries. And I really felt bad for him when he cried for the cat. And I got hurt about it. I'm still hurt about it. I mean, because that cat was here with him for 4 years, which is 28 years cat years. I think she died. I think she got into the room out there. We hadn't opened it in a while and looked at it. She got into it and she died underneath the thing there. It was starting to smell like a dead animal in there, or something's down there. If she didn't die, she's either going to show up another month or two, along with Venus and Mars, which would be really cool because I think they're still alive too. Mars was like Little Capone. Or they went to the pound and they sent him to Denver, and they weren't telling us the truth. I think if Randy really wants closure, he should call Denver. We should go down there, and we should go to the bank, and I should get my information, and I should get my accounts opened up. I want my trust fund. It's my money, nobody else's. Nobody's doing anything with it now. I mean, I've been watching what was been going on, and I'm not going to tell you how many people it was. I used to. The death trust has killed a lot of people. People get this money, like David Chong said, they can't handle it. And it kills them eventually. Fast car, too many drugs, getting involved in situations that they're not ready for. You know, I had a hard time getting into it. Now, if they would have let me pay that car off, I would have that car paid off in 2 weeks. I would have it paid off full, because I would have pulled it. The reason why I backed out of it, because I didn't want to screw up our lives. I don't think it's going to. I think it's going to make it better for us. I think we're going to keep the trailer, just pay the rent on it, and we'll get something up on top of the hill over there, one of those houses for $650 a month or something. We're going for $185 and $175 in Craig. I just don't know where they're at yet. I didn't get all the information on it. I tried to do that. I tried to do the other program I was working on. Right now I don't want to do anything. I'm still kind of tired and everything. So when Randy goes to bed, about 1 or 2, I'll probably get back on the computer. If I don't do it right now, I don't know what I'm going to do.